second producer and our entertainment producer, and I'm proud to be among other women who are leading in media. Lisa, I know recently because we had her on WGN Morning News. Tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Beasley. I'm a comedian and an actor, and I consider myself an entrepreneurial artist, and I may have been annoying all of you with my characters online, so thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Condra McGee and I am a writer, director, producer, currently directing 2 series, The Shop, as well as Receipts.
Hi everyone, I am Kendra Chapman. I am a writer and producer, and I just finished up on season 3 of Powerful 4.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace Byers. I'm an actor, author, and advocate. I've done a lot of really great things that I'm so proud to be a part of. I'm so honored, and I just wrapped up season 3 of Harlem. I've got that coming out for you guys, I'm excited.
It's wonderful. As we talk about being queens, I looked up some of the identifying factors of queens, and one of the things that's most prominent is that you have to inherit the kingdom by birthright often. So I like to start things with a little bit of gratitude. Who have you inherited your kingdom from? Who got you here?
Okay, my family will be proud of this answer. So I am originally from, my mom had 12 brothers and sisters from Blytheville, Arkansas, and they are the basis and the foundation of how I move through the world morality-wise. Everything I do is rooted in making sure that I respect their legacy, and if it's fine with them, it's fine with me. So if anybody else is like, I don't know, I check in with my mom and my aunties. They are the strongest people I know. And on my dad's side of my family is from Chicago, Bucket of Blood, if you're familiar. And so I definitely have both of those parts in me. They met up in Gary, Indiana. And yeah, the G definitely made me a lot of who I am. If you know, you know.
I guess a little bit similar to that, I would say, I often tell people that I inherited the gift of writing because my mother was a poet. I grew up outside of New Orleans, and so I think that influenced me early on. I can't recall if she just told me to write when I was bored, maybe that was it. But it started out as poetry, and then it became short stories. And then it became writing for the school newsletter. And whenever there was an opportunity to write, I was volunteering to do that. And I know that that was because of the influence that my mother had. Additionally, she was extremely independent. I had a whole father in the house. My mother was extremely independent, and she always, I guess, taught all of her children to do the same, right? Because I grew up, when I was in college, I had a younger brother, but it was 3 girls. And so she taught us that independence and to be able to kind of navigate and do things on your own. And then additionally, almost like Olivia Pope said, Eli, she said, you gotta be twice as good, work, harder than them. You gotta, do better, right? In order for you to survive. So I'd say I inherited that from my mother.
I think for me it's very similar. My parents were right there. They definitely gave the support that you need working in an industry like television or film. It can be very hard, so they gave me that foundation. But also, my mom is a writer, and I think she knew I was a writer before I knew I was a writer. And I moved out to LA, and I was an assistant, and I did that whole comedy assistant ranks thing that you do when you move to LA. And my mom was always like, what about writing? Don't you think you should write? You should try it. You should write a script, write some samples. So she really poured into me in that way, and I think gave me the confidence to pursue writing. And here I am.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, I
love that all of our stories feel a little similar. For me, I had a beautiful Black woman supporting me the whole way. My mom being primarily the first one who is a trailblazer. I'm a CODA, for people who don't know, which is a child of deaf adults. My mother was being one of the only people who were deaf in the Cayman Islands. She was a lot of firsts. First person to get a driver's license, first person to work as a bookkeeper and accountant in her industry. And so there were a lot of things that she was doing that was a lot of firsts. So her kind of trailblazing and persevering and showing me what that looks like, I think was really paramount. And then as far as just being in this industry, I grew up not really seeing a lot of Caymanians doing what it is that I do. So I didn't really think that it was a possibility. I just knew that I loved theater, I loved drama, I loved acting. Never did it cross my mind to actually pursue this as a profession. I thought, well, maybe I could study it and then come back home and teach it in the Cayman Islands. But I had a beautiful professor by the name of Fanny Green Lemons who saw something special in me in undergrad and basically told me that I could do this thing and encouraged me to go and get my master's degree and encouraged me to do this professionally. And so sometimes it's just proof that when other people can really see you for who you are, even when you can't see yourself, they can give you that permission that you are lacking in your own self to tell you that you could really do it. So to see myself through her eyes was also something very special.
I love that. Yeah.